Hello, welcome. It's always a pleasure to be here with you. As usual, we are learning together. It's interesting that I met someone today who were talking about what the purpose is, why we are here. We are here because God has brought us into this world and He has given us commandment that we need to fulfill, we must do. And if we don't finish those commandments or do what we were created or sent to this world to do, when you get upstairs, you're going to feel a tremendous amount of failure because why? You did not do what you were sent to do. And you're going to feel a tremendous amount of shame and disappointment. And you can't go back and say, God, send me back to earth to do it over again. So what am I talking about here? I am discussing about marriage relationship. So the question is this. I've heard both sides. I don't want to marry a woman don't want to marry a man. But it is a commandment. And the question is, because we understand how difficult it is to find a normal person, let alone a decent person to marry, the question is this, for the women, should I pursue a man? The answer is yes. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm going to tell you why. Yes, there was a time where we believed that a man needed to pursue a woman. But because time have changed, have become so despicable, so disappointing, lack of good people, lack of good moral character to even try to build a life with, it's almost impossible to find people to build a life with. We all know that. We all heard it, we see it, our friends, our mothers, our parents are divorced, our uncles, our brothers are divorced. All of them are telling us nothing but tragic story about their relationship. Why? Because there is a lack of morality, good character in this world, because people decide to do things their way. Just like you decide you don't want to get married, you're doing things your way. You said, I don't care what God says, I'm going to do it. But it's a commitment. Imagine you die and you go upstairs and you didn't do what God told you to do. Is that what you really want? Is that what you want? So ladies, should you pursue a man? The answer is yes. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you want to fulfill the command. You want to do what God told you to do. You don't want to get upstairs and then God says you are a failure. You knew what you were supposed to do. You didn't do it. But again, you're not going to have excuses because you're going to know the truth. By that time, it's too late. So if you do find someone, it gets according to your level, meaning that of good moral character. I don't know what your level of good moral character is. I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you have someone is a 10. You're 10 when it comes to moral character. And the person you like, you're interested, is a 5 or 3. Does that make sense to want to be with someone? Or better yet, I used this before in the past. Your credit score is 750 or 800, and you want to date someone who has a credit score of 200. How do you think that relationship is going to work out for you? But if you find a man that is a 800, a 750, and you happen to be a 800 or 750, pursue him. Because, of course, men are afraid because they don't know, and you have to pursue him to show him that you are a 850. You have to pursue him, show him that you are a 750. And because why? You're the one who's going to win at the end. Because you're getting a man that is equal to you, that is at your level, that you can build a marriage, a relationship with, a life here on earth. Because this is why we are here. Of course, there's other reason, but you want to fulfill the command. It is a command to get married and have children. But the question is, or the problem is that we have been following this command on our own terms, not what God says. And you've been going after people who does not meet the criteria God says that will be a husband to you or a good candidate for a husband. You've been going according to what the world has lied to you. And because of that, you come to believe there's no good man out there. Or you're not meant to be married. Or you don't want to get married. You did that to yourself. It wasn't God. It wasn't the man. If you go out and buy a dog, and that dog is barking all night long and keeps you up at night and you cannot go to work the next day, it's your fault. Because why? You purchased the dog. The dog didn't make you buy him. You wanted the dog. So the people you've been with, for whatever reason you went to that relationship, that's what you were looking for. That's what you wanted. And the problem is that person did not give you what you thought you were going to get in return. That's what makes it dangerous. And that's why I said, if you find a man, now how do I know this is the man I should pursue? I don't know your character level. Only you know that. Look at the good that's in you, the way you do good, the way you carry yourself, what you say, where you go, which is good. Again, it has to be good according to what God says good is. There's only one good. If you are not doing it, everything else is evil. I will say it again. And that's why your life turned out that way, because you've been doing evil. Because you're not going according to what God says good is. Whatever God says is good, anything outside of that is called evil. That's what evil means. That's what evil means. And therefore, are you surprised your marriage turned out that way, or your relationship you've been with turned out that way? No. By listening to this, you know you're not surprised. So yes. Now, the problem is, do you know what good is? So I tell people, and especially women, when you're looking for your mistake, there was this woman I was telling that to, the reason you went wrong, you were not looking for someone who had the same value as you did, who handled things, who handled stress situation like you, who has respect like you, who have integrity like you, who say yes, no, or keep their word. When you are dating people or you're looking for someone, if you find that man that has these qualities that you possess, run after him. Why? Because you're not going to get another chance again. You're going to live a miserable life here by yourself. And what's going to happen? You end up getting a dog. You're going to justify your stupid reason. Like before, I got a dog because I want companion. There is no good man out there. God's going to call you stupid because you're not following his commandment. You're doing what you feel like doing. And that's why he allow you to be in a situation you are in or been in, because you wanted to do things your way. So if you find a man that you know, now remember, he's not going to be perfect because you're not perfect. I don't know where you are, but find someone who has these qualities that you have, you possess. If you don't know, ask people who are close to you, know you. Tell me everything that is good about me. Then now you take that chart, you go look for someone that possesses these qualities as well. And that's willing, that wants to be in a marriage. Now, this man doesn't know you. He may be running away from you, or walking away from you. But pursue him. Show him you are interested, and show him the quality that you possess, because you recognize those qualities. Because, again, men have been taught that there's no good women out there. So, therefore, you don't want to leave this world by missing out on a good man. Yes, pursue him. Show him you are quality. Don't say you quality. You show you quality. And how do you show and know your quality? If those qualities you say you are, or you believe, are they the same God says that what quality is? Is your definition is the same as God's definition as quality? And this is what you need to do. Because again, you don't want to die and leave this world empty, not accomplishing your woman duty, your greatness, because you have beautiful potential. You find a man that has this quality, you can mold him into something even more beautiful and create a beautiful marriage or heavenly marriage here on earth. Not to mention when you leave here. Because, ladies, we only have one shot in this life to do it right. And without the right information, and without us making the effort to pursue that great man, or that man that we know that fits our own character and has the ability to grow, we're simply going to leave this world and going to have regrets beyond your imagination. As usual, I enjoy sharing with you. Again, subscribe, follow. I'm also on YouTube, and share this and teach this to your own kids. Use this as a conversational piece. God bless.